So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about today is yard hydrants. So again, if you live in town and you're on city water, you're probably not going to have one. They don't really meet backflow requirements for the state of Oregon. If you live in the country, you very well might have one. The distinctives of a yard hydrant are that it comes straight out of the ground in the middle of your yard, and then it has a lever handle here to turn it on, not a twisty knob. So, one thing about a yard hydrant is that it actually shuts off down into the ground, and I'm going to show you more about that in just a second. So here I have a yard hydrant out of the ground. This is brand new, never been installed, and I just wanted to explain some of the functions and principles of a yard hydrant. So again, we talked about it has a lever handle. This lever handle is actually attached to a long rod that goes all the way down this pipe into here, where there is a rubber washer and a seat. And when you turn on this yard hydrant, it opens up that rubber washer. When it does that, it also plugs off this little orifice down here. Okay? And that, of course, you want that plugged because when your water's on, you don't want the water flowing out here. It needs to be flowing up here and out your spigot. And this is actually a drain. So when you shut this handle off here and this rod pushes down, shuts off the incoming water, it opens up this orifice here. And what that does is it drains down all the standing water in here. So if this gets below freezing in winter, this is not going to break because it doesn't have any water. It's just going to freeze air. As long as you have a good gravel base around it, and there's somewhere for this to drain. Sometimes on a yard hydrant, these internal parts do go bad, and it may start to leak here all the time, and you'd notice a big puddle of water. So that's something to watch for if you do have a yard hydrant, as a side note. Another thing with yard hydrants is you want to be sure that you disconnect the hose here. Otherwise, it's kind of going to be like putting a straw in your drink, holding a finger over your straw and lifting it up. It's going to hold water in there. And it's not going to allow water to drain here because it's going to create an airlock if you leave your hose on. So definitely be sure and disconnect your hoses. You don't really have to do any insulating here. Now somebody did here before, which is fine, but not really needed. So really appreciate you watching the video today about winterization. As always, if you have any plumbing needs, feel free to give us a call at 541-928-6065 and check us out at linnbentonplumbing.com.